Yo, hello and welcome to... Yeah, it's been a while since you've heard my voice, I guess. This is Strangers123 today to bring you with a live replay analysis. We're looking at Lemmysir from SGTA 2 in his E25. Now let's just quickly pause this and have a look at the team list. Our team on this map is quite heavy setup. We've got two more tier 8 heavy tanks and AC pushing two of their tier 8 meds, a T34-2 and a T34-3. Generally not recognized as the best tanks in the world, but they do have Yank Panther 2, a highly powerful vehicle with 12.8 cm gun, good hull down capabilities, and some pretty tough armor actually. Otherwise, looking further down the list, we have an E25 IS, IS2 versus that, not really much of a difference. An SU100 M1 and us for two light tanks on their team. They do have a Type 62, which grants them one extra scout for their team, and otherwise their tier 6 doesn't really seem to be much to say about that. Our own vehicle, we have camo on it, 50 AP shells, 10 APCR shells, premium consumable for the repair and fire extinguisher. And we also have a small medkit. Don't know if that's a mistake or not, but yes, like I always say, as you can see in the bottom end of my screen, I use the 4-5 space setup. Anyways, as we're deploying out of the base, let's buff the size of the minimap a bit. We can see a bit of a mixed deployment. A stock T150 turret over there and a Stoke 4. Anyways, it seems we're rushing over for a potential initial base spot. And well, I don't actually see any equipment installed on the vehicle. Right now we've just auto-aimed on the guy. So, considering the fact that that M6 was spotted at that distance, well, I don't actually exactly remember who spotted him from the results screen. I did see it. Not going to spoil anything, but it could be possible that we are using coded optics instead of binos and going for a very fast build. As you can see, a WZ111 has just been spotted in their base, but that's most likely not by us, since he is actually behind a rock. And he's just shot the crap out of the T150. Now, team deployment wise, have a look at the beach. Yeah, that's right, there's nothing there. And they have an IS-3 underneath us. And just, you know, bad news, we've been spotted. And we're already hearing a rain of shells landing on that T150 who's trying to drop down. And, well, yeah, you can see what's up on the top right of the corner. And we have a T-20 approaching our base with what potentially is the version that's doing nothing. Has he even moved? Yes, it does appear. I can't line him. But I don't know. Anyways, we get spotted again, and luckily for us, the T-25 is a small vehicle, but that was some bad situational awareness. And that was a wasted repair kit. We kind of panicked a bit there. And well, IS-3 quite luckily misses our ass. And well, this might be a decision we would regret later, but not gonna spoil anything. We expend a couple of shells on taking out the ELC AMX, and now we're just gonna jump on this T20 who's trying to kill the SU100 M1. And yes, my suspicions were in fact correct. This suppression was AFK. WZ-111 takes out the SU100 M1. We miss another shell there. However, our reload and turn speed is superior enough to be able to knock out the T20. Now we are in a bad spot over here, and I think that was a bit too early to move, as we can clearly hear by the shells incoming. Now we did lose sight of the tanks coming in, and this is nasty, other than the fact that he's obviously just ignored us, so that's some free damage for us. He rams the super Pershing, so he gets actually decent damage, and tank in face! Don't ram you! Now this guy has the 100mm gun, so his gun depression actually isn't bad. That, as you wrote in the replay comments, he would actually have been able to target and shoot you. And that's another shell sent into nowhere. Now this is a tricky situation, except, yep, that's right. Retract, you're dead. Rip. Pew. 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 And auto aim, yep, good choice there. I really have no idea where this guy's pointing his gun, but he's shooting HE, kills our driver, and pushing on him. One more. Pop, dead. Right about now. Oh, hey, look. Dear diary, today everyone was mad. We are on 7 kills, 7 APC. AP shells. We have 10 APCR shells left. We've done 3,561 damage and pissed the crap off the Cheeto, who was dumb enough to go up there, get his ass double detract instead of 1, 2, 3, pew, dead. So that guy was a moron. Nothing more to say about that. He misplayed and we punished him for it. Likewise, same for the Hellcat. He was shooting HE. Speaking of HE, if we had a couple of HE shells, we could have really messed that Hellcat up. Anyways, now just being the cockroach the E25 is, climbing up a hill to see if we can get some cheeky free damage in on these heavy tanks. But, yep, yeah, but the two behind us. He probably... Yep, pointing at somebody else. We panic a bit there, send another 2 shells on him, 3 shells on him, and back down. Now, this is very tricky. Whoa, look, T-34-3, he doesn't really have good gun elevation. Nah, just shooting at that isn't gonna pen. Yeah, that'll easily go through, but right about now, I'm probably thinking about never mind, is back down. Okay, what the... Hey, you want a few more free shells? Now this guy doesn't have any gun depression, so shells away. He's not giving us our track though, so that could be a bit nasty. Oh hey look, his ass is on fire, and that was unlucky, and we ran out of ammo. Yeah, if we perhaps taken a bit more time with those last couple of shells, ensured that they went into the central lower end of his lower plate, not sent one into his mantlet, these two guys we should have been able to kill if, you know, we placed the shots correctly. Now, of course, I'm nitpicking, and I did see throughout the game, especially in the beginning phase, while we were over there, we did panic a bit and made the wrong call. We were unaware of the existence of the IS-3 sitting down there in a position to not only spot but also effectively target us, or at least pressure us into a position where we'd be able to be shot from somewhere else. And a bit on the unlucky end, we failed to take out this guy and this guy. But in the end, the health we lost earlier wasn't a problem, because these guys have 122mm guns. Oh, you know, 390 Alpha. It's just, they didn't really know what to do with them. Trying to climb up with their gun depression here is just silly. There is another way around up there, the way you use, there's another way up there as well, which lets you kind of ram your tank sideways up there if we're backing further up to shoot us, or you can just physically drive up and down the other end, since E25 doesn't have a turret. Otherwise, we played very well against the Cheeto. We took him out by perfectly detracking him, and you can see his sad wreck lying over there. And yeah, he got mad, very mad. He deaded. So yeah. Otherwise, could we potentially have saved this game from a defeat if we had played differently? To be honest, the likelihood of that is so low, we can probably say you were probably going to lose this anyway. Even if you had been able to take these guys out, even if you hadn't lost the health earlier and had redeployed to a different flank, like for example towards the 0 line, and assisted them in defending against the Panther 2, and then come back. But then again, we did have an AFK super Pershing, and if he'd carried a bit of his own weight, the situation could have been totally different. Either way, we did take advantage of him. The VKAM, as you can see there, rammed him. I think the Cheeto and the Hellcat were spamming shells at him as well. So that gave us some time to take out the VKM. Plus the Cheeto was not the smartest of players, and definitely not the most patient. So yes, that concludes this live replay analysis. It's a hell of a game you have there with 4,990 registered damage, and according to the replay link, that's not it. Anyways, thank you for watching, and it's been a while since I've been around, but keep sending replays in for analysis, and well, normal service shall resume. I usually should be able to give you these replays within a day. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next one.